And we're back.
Why did you walk out the door and go straight into a tumbleweed? That has got to hurt.
Not really. I mean, it's just some stiff branches. I'll probably dig into something before something breaks. I mean,
I just love, like, okay, I was just thinking about this from a roleplay standpoint. It's like, go out the door, there's a bush, I'm gonna walk through it.
just in case somebody was watching. Lose the trail.
One thing I was disappointed about this game and the other game as well, the Fallout thing, is the radiation. As in how it basically does nothing, you know?
It can?
It's not exactly like, oh my god, I'm getting radiated, I'll have to leave. You know, well, I got 2 minutes to get out of here then before I start losing 1 point of endurance. You know, it's...
1 second. I did a fade. I need to explain that. There's an enemy up on top of a bridge I couldn't get to, so there's a long period of me just like looking up at this enemy and I could get to him.
Oh, that was what that was about, huh?
Yeah.
Seamless.
I always thought that it would be funny if Moira, you know, that when you had to go get yourself irradiated for her book, she always should have just been like, oh, I guess not much happens.
That would have made the entire thing.
Yeah, I just imagined it would be worse.
You lose a few stat points and everything, but I mean it's what more? You know, I want like it's radiation, man. You know, it's a blighted wasteland, and radiation should be like, oh, it's radiated, that's really bad, and it's not. It's not. It's just an annoyance. It's a little crackling in your headphones that you deal with by using a Radaway, which is quite plentiful. So that's one of my major gripes about this post-nuclear infected wasteland, is the fact that the nuclear bit of it, the radiation, doesn't really do a whole lot.
I have talked about this before, but it looks like we're probably going to be going to one of my favorite characters in this game. So I think I'll get into that maybe a bit later.
Okay.
I don't remember her.
No?
No.
Well, hey there, stranger. Sierra Petrovida's the name. Good to see a new face in Girder Shade. I take it you're here to check out my Nuka-Cola collection and take the tour. I have one of the best Nuka-Cola collection in the Capital Wasteland. Heck, I've won the Nuka-Cola Fan Club Collection Award for the last 10 years in a row. Yep, I'm the president, the recording secretary, and the treasurer. Once a year, we gather here in Girder Shade to have a cook-off using Nuka-Cola and the recipe. Last year, I went with my poached roach and Nuka sauce. Delicious. Well, only 2 right now, me and Ronald. But membership is open to the public. You can join if you like. Ronald? Oh, I'm sorry. I figured you met him already. He usually chats with people who enter Girder Shade. He's my neighbor and my protector, as he calls it. Imagine if some nasty raider wanted to take my stuff. He'd show them a thing or two. He's such a sweetie. You should talk to him. He's a darling, always watching out for me, and more importantly, keeping the collection safe. Like once, there were these raiders that came by. There were 3 of them, and their leader was named, like, Lugnut or something. So they, like, kicked in Ronald's door, and he was like, blam, with his gun, and one of them got all splattered. Then the other one tried to, like, hit him all in his head with some club, and Ronald was so cool how he dodged it and shot the guy in the face. Then the Lugnut guy was in Ronald's face with the "I'll kick your ass" stuff, and Ronald was like, hell no, and he punched the... Oh, sorry. I get carried away sometimes. Well, you should definitely talk to Ronald. I bet he'd like to meet you. He's such a sweetheart. Sure am. Crazy for the taste of Nuka-Cola. Look, We can just talk about it all day. Or you can take my tour of the place and drink some frosty Nuka-Cola. You game? Well, come on then. Let me show you around. But no free Nuka-Cola until the end of the tour.
So you never met her before?
I don't know. It's been like 4 years since I've played this game.
Yeah, she's supposed to be saying something here, and she just didn't this time.
Ah.
Man, this
Fester
tour
in a buggy game? No.
This tour is gonna take forever.
The Wonder Drink soon drew a dedicated following, which prompted the Nuka-Cola Corporation to release many promotional items like these. By 2067, a Nuka-Cola machine such as this rare, pristine model could be found on almost every street in America. Even in today's crazy world, Nuka-Cola is still the #1 choice of refreshment among Armageddon survivors. As promised, here's a little pick-me-up. An ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Just look at the frost on the bottle. So cold and delicious. Pardon me. I tend to lose myself when I hold on to a Nuka-Cola. Before I get to the little proposition I have for you, let me tell you a little bit about Nuka-Cola Quantum. Well, right before the bombs fell, the good folks at Nuka-Cola developed what they hoped was an improvement on the original formula. Calling it Nuka-Cola Quantum. It was said to have twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste. On the contrary, the secret ingredient was an 18th fruit flavor which added just a hint of pomegranate. Top that with a specially engineered isotope to boost the energy output, and you have the perfect refresher for a hot summer day. Oh no, only ever so mildly. No ill effects were ever recorded. Well, it does have the unique property of making your pee glow. Oh no, not at all. Nuka-Cola Quantum was made under the supervision of the Food and Drug Association. They would never let harmful products end up in stores. I love the stuff! I can't get enough of it! I thought I was hooked on regular Nuka-Cola, but the Quantum beats it by a long shot. I've got to have more! Can you resist the taste that'll blow up in your face? Like Ronald always says. He thinks of the best Nuka-Cola jingles. Anyway, for every bottle you bring me, I'll pay you some caps. You know, for expenses. But if you're super cool and find like enough bottles to fill my Nuka-Cola machine, 30 in all, I got a super secret cool prize for you. Oh, okay. I have a schematic for the Nuka grenade. The only one in the whole Capital Wasteland. Bring me the bottles, and it's yours. Imagine the look on the target's face when they are burning alive in an effervescent explosion of cola and fruit flavors. So, what do you say? Will you bring me the bottles? Oh, goody! I can taste the Quantum already. Good luck to you, sweetie. Nope, sorry. Well, to the east, there are some nasty raiders in Evergreen Mills. I'd stay away from there if I were you. Luckily, we're kind of hidden here under the old highway, so no one bothers us. I don't know a whole lot about weapons, but I do know that it's more powerful than a regular grenade. It explodes in a huge blue flame, too. How cool is that? Well, besides what I've already told you, not much. They were working on a way to prevent the glow from remaining once it passed through a person's system, but it was never perfected. I heard that the stuff they used to make it glow and give it that kick has a shelf life of over 1,000 years. Should make the bottles easier to spot. Well, the bottles are glass just like regular Nuka-Cola, except the glass is clear. That way the glowy stuff inside shows through. You'll know it when you see it. Oh my! It's like a tidal wave of flavor washing all over your body. Your head spins, but everything is clear at the same time. It's quite a rush. Addicted? Why would you say that? I can stop drinking it anytime I want. That's so silly to think I would get hooked on the most delicious soft drink ever devised by man. Okay, shoot. In fact, I do. Surprised you, didn't I? Your best bet would be to find the ruins of the DC Nuka-Cola bottling facility. Find the shipping manifests inside. With them in hand, you should have a good clue as to where the Quantum was delivered. While you're there, you may even be able to find some bottles of Quantum. Well, the DC facility was like their main factory just before the bombs fell. All the research they did was performed there. It was the only facility to ever produce Quantum. They were in a test market mode, and they would have expanded production if the drink caught on. Too bad they didn't. Otherwise, Quantum would be as plentiful as regular Nuka-Cola. Be careful out there, sweetie.
All right. I guess I should say one thing before we get going for the next area. As you can probably tell from this character alone, Nuka-Cola Quantum you can actually get addicted to as a status ailment.
Hey, pal, what were you doing in Sierra's place? That better be all you were checking out. I don't like guys messing with my woman. Well, that's likely because it's none of anyone's business but ours. She's one hot lady, though, am I right? Wow, you are as naive as you look. How do I put it? I'd love to do the horizontal bop with her, you know, plow her bean field. Come on, kid. New to this stuff, huh, kid? Well, let's just say that she has something I want to get a hold of. That's where you enter the picture. I know she's asked you to find her some Nuka-Cola Quantum. Heck, she asks everyone that wanders through here. What I'm proposing is you still look for the drinks, but instead of bringing it to her, you bring it to me. She'll be so impressed that I got all the Nuka-Cola for her, she'll melt in my arms like butter. I pay you the same she was going to pay, and everyone's happy. You devious bastard. I didn't figure you were that clever. All right, double it is. Just bring me those bottles. If I have to listen to Sierra ramble on any longer, I think I'll blow my brains out. So you gonna do it or what? Well, look, don't answer me now, just keep it in mind. If you find some and you've had a change of heart, I'll still buy them. Oh, and I wouldn't bother running back to Sierra and warning her. She won't even understand what you're talking about. She may be a hottie, but she's a bit vacant in the smarts department.
Oh yeah? Freaking I'll go and tell her.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Did you find any Quantum? He has? Oh, that sweetheart! I knew he'd help me. All that guy does is watch out for me all the time. That's so silly. Why would a man want to wear a pair of these filthy woman's pants? Doesn't make sense. I bet you and him cooked up that line just to make me smile. Well, mission accomplished. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait.
Well, they're made for each other.